a UFO has in its interior. A new deathbed UFO testimony from former high-level Canadian official Paul Hellyer. A recent report states that a former government emergency expert, Paul Hellyer, describes in great detail the interior of an alien flying saucer, a UFO, inside the top Area 51 military base in the United States. According to Express UK, there is information describing the interior of an alien flying saucer, as reported by Paul Hellyer, former Minister of Defence of Canada and the former Director of Emergency Measures, whose name is not mentioned. Hellyer, 92 years old, reveals the details to a team of top UFO researchers. And we shouldn't be surprised. We have ancient texts of Greek writers saying that the Argonauts' ship, the Argo, was able to read the thoughts of the people traveling in the spaceship, and from their thoughts was able to take them where they wanted to go. You can imagine. Well, we have some of this going on today in our technology. It's just a beginning phase, of course, but this is what the technology that they had, very ancient technology, having to do with spaceships that could read your thoughts. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Paul Hellyer was speaking at a hearing on ET disclosure in Ontario, Canada, and Hellyer said that if he wanted to know more about the operation of an alien spacecraft, he would ask the head of emergency measures. And he was at that position, as we know. Now, Paul Hellyer, who became widely known for an interview that at least 4 known aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years, he said, and he's one of the few top G8 officials to speak openly about UFOs and extraterrestrial space aliens that are here among us as well. And in one interview, he said that if we were to walk past them on the sidewalk of a street, we wouldn't know that they were aliens. They look just like us. Now, Hellyer claims to have seen evidence of alien visits. He said, the reason I know is that I interviewed the former head of emergency response, who is now passed, and when he went to Langley, the CIA asked him if he would like to see some of these UFOs. They flew to Area 51 and let him get into one of these UFOs and observe it and take notes and things like that. For years, many conspiracy theories revolved around Area 51, which was confirmed by the government only in 2013. Hellyer added, but before he was allowed to go to Area 51, he had to sign an oath of confidentiality and not tell anything to anyone, and during his lifetime he did not speak to anyone, including his wife. A friend of the Air Force called me to tell me that the former chief of emergency measures was dying of Lou Gehrig's disease, and that at that moment he felt he had to talk to someone. I called him and he gave me a full report of what he saw, as well as how the boat was inside, the spaceship was inside, things like that, along with other information he received and many other things. But now he felt he had to talk to someone, and he thought it would be good for him to talk to me, because he knew Paul Hellyer was disclosing such information. Now, hopefully at some point we will also learn this information. We know that June 1st is a little bit, in about less than a month, in about 2 weeks, we're supposedly going to have disclosure on UFOs and extraterrestrials by the Department of Defense. And then John Ratcliffe is going to come and comment on those disclosures. So we'll see just in 2 weeks what they'll come up with. So another time, Hellyer said, decades ago, visitors from other planets warned us of the path we had taken and offered to help us. Instead, some of us interpreted their visits as threatening and decided to shoot first and then ask questions. It is ironic that the United States is fighting monstrously expensive wars, ostensibly to bring democracy to various countries, when it can no longer manage what is called democracy at a time when trillions, thousands of billions of dollars have been spent in black projects that both Congress and the leader deliberately keep in the dark, Paul Hillier said. So I'll leave a link below for you for the relevant video. I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.